Do I look 11 pounds thinner yet?
You do.
Yay!
Right? You can see it in your face. You can totally see it in your face.
I was looking at that too. My face is getting thinner and my neck. Ooh.
Yes.
My ass, I'm not so sure about yet. It'll get there. It'll catch up. What's up, Julie?
You'll get there. You'll get
Julie
there.
from Canada.
Julie from
Canada. I'm digging that new Tiffany blue color on here. Keep us waiting. I know. I'm sorry, Natalie. There's been a little something going on today. Folks aren't feeling their best.
On fire. We won't get into it though, Natalie. I don't want to.
Yeah, you could just look at her name. That might tell you a little something.
Yeah. If all of a sudden, it's really funny because Susie knows that if I go, I'm on fire, I'm gonna be for a minute.
I was gonna be like, oh shit.
Fingers crossed that I'll lose 5 pounds. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Well, Natalie, she's kind of got like a little
stomach bug going on. I got a stomach bug going on.
A tummy bug. It's not fun, from what I understand. This whole week has been weird. I'm trying to think, and it seems like it's sort of everybody. Really, Julie from Canada?
Just leave it to Julie. Leave it to my lobster.
There's the answer.
ISM.
Natalie.
Oh Lord.
That's not fun. That is just never fun.
No, it never is.
You have you know what? You need a good book to read.
I do.
I have a couple for you.
I know. I still haven't ordered my signed copy. We need to have you need to do book club.
We do, and I need to do a giveaway one night too, because I've got copies of both here. Wait, what's that first emoji? What is that?
The lobster, because I'm a lobster.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. It looks different on the computer.
Right. It does.
Okay, so how is everybody else? Is everybody else becoming okay? Is your head hurting? Did you get enough sleep last night? Because I didn't get enough sleep last night. Mm-hmm. If I look or sound like I'm drunk, I swear to God, I wish I was. I wish I was drunk. I'm just drinking my water as usual. No, I'm still in the keto flu zone, where I'm just bleh.
You're going to be like that for
probably another week or so. I'm sure.
Yep, probably.
I have found some really fun keto foods. Hey, Eileen.
Hi, Eileen.
And I still haven't cheated, y'all. Not once. I'm on day 10. I've not cheated not one time.
I am so proud of you.
Not even a little bit. I'm a little too committed. There's this guy I follow that went live earlier on Instagram, and he was eating cereal and stuff. And I'm like, wait, where are you getting this? And I know I have some, but it's not cereal. It's made with nuts and some, I don't know what else.
Like a granola type thing.
It's like a granola type thing. It's really, really good. But then you can't drink regular milk with it either, though, because milk has a lot of sugar. Mm-hmm. There's sugar in everything, y'all.
Yep.
Everything has stupid sugar in it. It's not fair. I know. I'm really, really busting my booty. Booties. Let's get ours moving here.
Busting the booty.
I love you all, but I'll not be staying with you, lovey peeps. I need you to go. You girl, you better just go ahead and do it.
Go do it.
Decompress. We all need it.
Decompress.
Ooh. Okay, so did you finally get to watch the rest of this?
I did. I really think that we should probably just get Usman and Kimberly out of the way. Oh, sorry, that was by accident.
Wait, what did I do? No, that's usually to keep me in check. Sometimes I just go, woo!
Apparently the bangs are heavy enough to go and get the thing to go off.
Oh Lord!
Oh my God! Yeah. So I think that we should do Kimberly and Usman.
Did you see that Usman and Kimberly were live earlier?
I did. I didn't get to watch it, but I did.
Not together, but
yes.
Oh yeah,
Yep, they were live.
Look at that. Same thing. We just said the same thing. Yes.
Right.
I saw some of it. Oh, she is still smitten little kitten. Let me tell you. Now she's not that good of an actress, so she's not hiding that. That's not. Hello. Technically, thank you, Julie. Thank you. It's really hard, so I appreciate that. It was good. It was good. I still don't buy half of what he says, though. Sorry. Yeah.
I kind of feel like watching Usman and Kimberly and watching Usman with baby girl Lisa. I feel that every woman who has ever been interested in a man who is 20 years younger than you, it's like a big fun. Just go for it. Just do it. Just roll the dice and see what happens.
You know, though, I feel like with their situation, it seems more genuine to me. A little. It's still very forced.
Right.
From what I can see when they're together.
Mm-hmm.
But when I saw them on their live earlier, they look like they get along pretty well.
She has a very she's a bubbly New York personality, which is much different than any other bubbly personality in the country. But she definitely has that very bubbly New York.
Bubbly and New York put together are different than bubbly in Arizona, right?
She's still boss in charge, boss bitch in charge. You know, she's very aggressive, but she is pleasantly bubbly when she's being aggressive with him. She knows. I mean, she's watched him. She knows.
She probably has a very good point there. What do you think?
Yes.
She is 100% in love.
Yes. And
come on, she got some of the African sex. In other words,
she said, you know, it's different than American sex. So then I'll, and then my husband was like, so you in the past, blah, blah. I was like, we're not even going to have this conversation. That's already like starting. We're not even going to go down the road. I've never been with anybody from overseas.
Did you get some African sex? And I don't know.
I've never had African sex. I have not.
I was just like,
No, and I don't plan on Googling it
because I would rather hear that story.
Other than I'm on fire. No, I feel like I have to Google African sex and see if there's like something different that's going on. Like like how India, has the Kama Sutra. Now I feel like, is there like a book out there on like how to do it, African style, and see if there's something different.
That's interesting. We must have been thinking the same way because I already had their stuff pulled up first.
Right. And she also said she was very happy. African.
I heard she's very, very happy.
I was like, he was saying it was like this. So I was like, wow. I guess.
Apparently, he might be the only man in the whole world that actually told the truth. He didn't give us dimensions or anything like that, but
he's like this, and she was like, so.
I mean, there's a lot going on there, a whole lot.
That's a lot of peens, SM. A lot of peens.
I'd be scared of that. Hello, Dixie Normus. Going really well with this conversation.
We're already off topic.
Okay.
10 minutes in.
I thought this was actually kind of cool because they showed some of Tanzania, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see here. We started with, what is this picture? Hold on, y'all. Bear with me here.
He's my boyfriend.
He's my boyfriend. And she is just in love.
Yes.
So, well, kudos to her because what is she, 50? She said almost 52, I think, today on the live. So, more power to her. If she can, have this kind of relationship and be getting it on and be, smiling like she was today on that live, good for her. I kind of can't knock her for it,
Yep, she was
because she seems really happy.
She does. She
He
does seem
seems like
happy.
he's placating her to me. I'm sorry. I don't want to
Yeah.
I don't want to dispel anything because they seemed really happy on their live today, but I didn't see it that much when they were there. He seems like he's just trying to make her happy.
Yeah.
Probably with that big huge the schlong got her.
The schlong got her. The schlong got her. I mean, the whole allure of being with Soldier Boy got her over there, bearing gifts to him of all the things that she would think that he would want.
Yep.
The schlong is going to keep her sending him gifts and anything that
she's
he
showing
needs.
us the size and the difference between African sex
and
American men's sex. There is a difference, in case y'all did not know. I was not aware. But Kimberly says there is definitely a difference.
I'm also beginning to wonder here, Susie, maybe she's just been having sex with the wrong men. Because if you are 52,
teeny weenies her whole life,
right? Maybe if you're 52 and it is just now that you got turned out, you have been picking the wrong.
You just now got turned out. Turned out. No, TG, I think you're right. Honestly,
yeah. It's.
You just said turned out, y'all. I'm a little bit scared of that.
Have you heard her talking about this? I mean, she was, and when she was laying in bed with him, she was like, "I'm afraid to get up because I might not be able to walk." And I was like, "Oh, honey, I am so sorry that it took you this long."
Your insides might fall out or what? We don't know.
He's like, "We did it 4 times last night," and she was like, "Woo!" And I was like,
I remember them saying that. I was like, "Oh, damn, girl, you don't need to even be trying to walk after all that. Now that's a lot. That's too much." Well, I mean, I guess that depends on
all of her lady parts are gonna fall out.
Good grief! Then we got this wonderful. Oh, look, our new relationship. They have a new relationship now, because yesterday they weren't boyfriend and girlfriend, but today they're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Well, they consummated their relationship. That's right, SM. She got sprung. That's exactly what happened.
Is this like that movie where Stella got her groove back?
No, honey. That's
when you ever have her groove. That
is when you get the ultimate revenge and get to go and set all their shit on fire.
Ooh, I didn't hear that, MTT. I never heard that before. This, of course, you got to remember, she's the angry ex. She's gonna say anything.
She's the angry ex, but I also think that Lisa probably. I am not going to say that Lisa's been around the block. That is not what I'm saying. But I have a feeling that Lisa probably had a very, very adventurous lifetime before she met Usman.
Yeah, and plus she was a smoker and he wasn't, so she probably didn't smell that great either. I'm just saying.
Right.
No offense against Lisa. I don't hate you, Lisa. Don't come at me because I don't want to hear it. This, well, Julie wants to know: is this better than woman sex? Now I don't know because I have not experienced either one. Thank you, Julie. That's a really good question. I think I will. I think I'll have to get the Google out later and find out.
I don't know if that's in the Book of Mormons. I haven't read it, but I will say that I'm for all that I know about Mormons, and again, the Book of Mormon, I'm going to go with probably straight up missionary. So no, I'm going to go with no.
Good old missionary.
Yes.
Oh, are you hating on the missionary? Why would you do that? Oh, and look how precious they are.
Oh, the king and the queen.
King and queen. How sweet.
Is that a pot leaf hanging from her necklace?
I don't know what the hell that.
It looks like a little pot leaf. Oh my God, Julie's going to the Google.
What is that? Is that a necklace, or is it just something that?
Well, he's got a reef necklace, and she's got something on. So that's why I never saw that before, and
I
it
didn't
kind
see
of
that either until
I
now.
doubt
A lot of times I don't see this stuff until I pull it up on my computer, and it's like,
right.
strange. I don't know what that is.
I do like the knockoff Louis Vuitton phone cover, though.
Now, what makes you think that is a knockoff? You know that's real.
Okay. She's a New Yorker. She's a New Yorker. Definitely Chinatown, Louis Vuitton knockoff.
Oh, you need to send me some of that cheap stuff. Come on.
Next time I go up there,
I don't live close to New York City. New York
I will
City.
go send you a very nice Coach bag that only costs $25.
Oh no, I got real Coach bags, but the Louis Vuitton, I won't pay that shit for that. He's a poser.
That is one. I will tell you that is the most knocked off.
He is actually posing in this picture though. MTT.
He's a famous. He want to be famous poser. He's posing. He's totally posing.
That's the perfect comment for that.
That's the perfect comment for the poser as he's posing.
They are. They're both posers. They're both posers right here. I want to be famous. I missed the beginning. Wait,
oh my god! I feel like every single time that Usman comes up, you should just repost the "he's a poser" comment. I want to be famous poser.
You know what, MTT? I didn't get to hear a lot of their live because I was bringing my doggy back from the doggy doctor. So let's see. Did she say she bought him the computer because his old one broke? Because of
his computer was broken, so she replaced it. And maybe his PS4 was broken. And apparently, maybe his phone was broken. I'm sure there's all kinds of stuff.
His PS5 was broken.
My Xbox was broken.
Everything was broken.
My music career is broken.
Oh, he's crowning her Queen Kimberly.
Oh, Queen Kimberly.
Queen. Actually, though, it's better than Baby Girl. Thank God he didn't name her something like that.
Yeah.
So apparently, I thought the spice thing was kind of cool. However, I didn't realize that spices were all about the sexy part. I just didn't get that, but okay.
What? So I must have missed that. He was saying
you realize that all the spices that they were showing them, she was referring to most every one of them as having some sort of some of them.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, like some of them were aphrodisiacs, some of them were helped with sex life. I don't know. I'm just like, there's spices, for God's sake. Put it in your food and eat it. I am not that worldly. Sorry.
Just like oysters. Oysters is supposed to be an aphrodisiac, and I eat oysters, and I just get hungry for more oysters. I'm like, it just never done anything.
I can't eat an oyster to save my life. No.
Kimberly doesn't know myself. Oh, that's right. Yes, he does not. She still doesn't.
Wait a minute. 29 clips headed your way
of the poser, of the wannabe poser.
Oh shit. Seriously.
Poser videos for you.
Oh no. I'm gonna be busy tonight watching some poser videos. Let's see. I thought that this song was named after Zara. Who, by the way, I think is beautiful. She's a knockout.
Right.
I think, okay, so do you remember when they, at the very beginning, they showed him getting a drink thrown in his face? I'm guessing that when she tells him this, that's when he tells her that's what's going to happen.
Isn't the name of the song Zara?
Yeah, but she doesn't know Zara is a real person.
Oh, remember? I thought that she knew.
See, because right here because this is the second part. She doesn't know that Zara is based on a real relationship. I think she thought maybe he just either came up with that name, made it up. I'm not sure, but he hadn't. Look how pretty she is.
It's about to go down.
Not to say that Kimberly's not pretty. I'm not saying that. However, this girl just looks more suited, in my opinion.
Well, yes. I mean, she's very put together. She's got her makeup done.
And she's younger. She's not
the young girl,
picky-ish.
she's his age, right? That would be the the type of girl that he would have on his arm would be very young, youthful, attractive, like all of that stuff. Like somebody who he could really
she can have babies, man.
You
can have babies. Like, we know Kimberly is past that point. You can't. No,
but Kimberly's already said that she is open to him having multiple wives, and that
she open to him having this one as a wife, though, because I kind of doubt it.
Let me tell you, she can say that all she wants, and then when he gets 3 wives that are from ages 22 to 32, within the childbearing ages, that is all going to change. She might again be like, I am the head queen in charge, but there's going to definitely be jealousy issues.
So now we're going to HQIC instead of HBIC. Gotcha.
Yes.
All right.
She'll headband, so she will always be headband. She will always.
They seemed really happy on their live today, so we'll see. And somebody's like, "You're breaking your NDA." I'm like, they're really not breaking their NDA, with the exception of she has a really hard time not showing that she's all like googly eyed over him, and I'm all, you're making it kind of obvious. But we don't know if they're still together,
right?
So technically, no, they didn't break.
They are still together, because there is no way that Kimberly would have been on a live today acting all la la.
I agree.
Great.
I agree.
He would have been given
an pushed the envelope just a little bit on the NDA. Yeah. They may have pushed it a little bit.
Yeah, there would have been.
I'll say that. Because I don't.
And Zara's name would have came up, because she would have been like, oh, and by the way, don't ever record that song, Zara, because I will be flying back to whoop your ass.
Zara's name did come up. Somebody said her name in the chat, and she even said it like with. I mean, she wasn't a real smart ass about it or anything. So.
No, I'm saying if they were not in a relationship,
right?
She would have been.
Well, yeah, she wants to get paid. Hell yeah! Because let me tell you something. When TLC takes that money away from you, it's a lot. It's a whole lot.
Oh yeah.
When they ding you, it's a lot. Probably more than you make. Who shall we see next? Ooh, let's see.
Oh. Do we want to get Gino and Jasmine out of the way?
Oh my God, I have them next. How do you know?
It's like I'm psychic tonight. I am on fire.
Reading my mind tonight, y'all.
Fire. It's because I'm on fire.
Reading my mind. Okay, here we go. We got Mr. Man here. Oh, whoops. Sorry, Gino. Not really, but okay. Well, so they've had their fight. She shared, he shared some photos with some other women. Not cool. Gino, don't do that shit. That's tacky. But now they are eager to move forward and get past it, which tells me that I don't even think it really happened. I mean, I think it did, but I think there was more to. Actually, I know there's more to the story. But now we're like, oh, by the way, I don't know why I did not take a actual screenshot of the place that they're staying. It's gorgeous.
Oh my God, that resort is amazing.
Broke. Yeah, they are staying in some really nice places for him to be broke.
Right.
It's kind of like.
And let me tell you, well, first off, I'm sure that the rooms are probably comped, right? Because what are you doing, booby shots now too?
No, this is her with her. Remember, she got her.
The toothbrush is all the way up, and it's just straight on boob shot.
No, this is the way it was on the show. And look at her hand. She's got her toothbrush. She opened up her bag, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, baby!" And she was so excited that she had her toothbrush back. And he was like, "Well, I found it out in the woods." And I thought, "Yeah, put that in your mouth, there, sister."
Right. Well, he was like, "All you have to do is just change the brush." Because you know what? Let's just be honest. He was like, "This is over, but I'm going to go get my $30 toothbrush back." Because I paid $30 for that.
It was really important. It was a well thought out gift. I think he might have been afraid there was going to be a Rose Ed situation when he got there, and maybe her breath was not going to be so fresh. I don't know. So he's going to get ahead of the game before he even got there with the toothbrush. And by
Here's
the way,
your Christmas gift, babe.
That was her Christmas gift.
Well,
technically this little trip to this nice little island was her Christmas gift because
Yes.
she booked that up by herself. But you know
Yes.
what? I would have done the same damn thing. I don't
Yep.
care what y'all think of Jasmine. I would have done exactly the same thing. I'd have been like, nope, that's not my Christmas gift.
Nope,
Here we
that's not my
go.
Christmas gift. That is definitely not my Christmas gift.
No, and I think she asked for a big ring too, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, the pens.
Please explain to me why the man has so many damn pens.
The only thing I could think of that he was a pen thief, and he had some type of, but they're all the same.
They're all the same. That's why I'm like, they're all from the same damn hotel.
So I'm almost like, hey, Hilton, next time he checks in, you might want to put all your pens away, because now you know where all your pens went to, because that is just ridiculous. Like the amount of pens that he had. It's a lot of pens. Well, he was digging for, remember, the fingernail.
Yeah. Oh my, yes. Oh my God. He was digging for a fingernail. Lord help us. Okay. Of all the things you want to keep from this woman, maybe a shirt, maybe okay. I'll even give you a pair of panties. I'll go with that one. But a fingernail?
I wanted to take a little piece back with me of you. Yeah.
Well, panties don't take up much room either, but really, a fingernail?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So good.
Yes, thank you, SM. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, he is definitely a eccentric weirdo.
Oh,
100%.
To the max. I'm excited to see him meet up with Mama, because I don't think it's going to go very well.
No.
Yep, she says it's weird too. Keeping someone's fingernail is strange, but I mean, she was like,
he's got her DNA.
Look at he's just got this. He's all happy. Got this big smile on his face because he got himself a fingernail.
Yep.
So
proud of himself. I will be right back.
It just does not take much. Okay. And then we've got, let's see. So I don't know how many of y'all have saved one of your significant other's fingernails. Because that's not happening for me. Sorry. Nope, and nope. Okay, so they're getting ready. He's gonna meet the mom. I don't know what y'all think, but I think the mom is probably going to pick up on all of his weirdness and his eccentricities and things like that we have. Because they're pretty out there. So I don't know how mom's going to do with this one. Because remember, she said that mom gave her advice. Her mom had given her advice regarding her first marriage, and she didn't take heed of the advice that was given. And then she ended up divorcing this guy. Well, moms have an intuition. I agree with that. Of course, my whole entire family told me not to marry my ex, and I did it anyway. Needless to say, the same thing happened. I got divorced, but it is what it is. However, I just don't know with these two, y'all. I'm a little confused on this relationship. I don't know. He could try to clone her. Oh my God. Well, he would probably try, SM. I ain't even lying. Like, he probably would. Wait, if my kid brought home a Gino, I'd question my child and ask if they were being drugged. So do you think she's being taken against her will?
Oh my God. Did he kidnap you? Did he have you kidnapped?
I will give one thing to her, and since we are showing this little shot right here, unless she just has her boobs are actually pretty nice right there.
Oh, she's got a great rack.
Yeah, she does. And I don't think they're real.
Jimena's got to be furious at how good her boobs are.
And actually, I think she's beautiful in the face, and she's smart. I will say this about Jasmine. Now, she's got that attitude, that like Colombian, like, I am woman, hear me roar situation. But she's really a pretty girl. I think she's really pretty.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, with her on his arm here in the States, I think people will be like, how much did you pay for that? Because, it's just, you just can't, they just don't look like they belong together. But then again, maybe she likes weirdos. I don't know. Her real facial expressions would be hard to hide.
Wait, I'm sorry. eccentric weirdos, right?
Eccentric. Oh,
weirdos.
slightly. To be fair, their laughs kill my brain. Okay,
Yeah.
I can't with the laughs either. I have to admit, they're
The laughs, and you know what? She's actually very pretty even without makeup on. Like she's the
yes.
girl that can go without makeup, and she looks great. And you know, and it's sad because I do really feel like I don't feel like Gino loves her the way that she deserves to be loved by somebody. He's not very affectionate. He is not like she is a woman who wants to be told that she's pretty and have a man who is like, this is my woman. And she's very proud of herself. Gino is not that guy. He is just not that guy. And I think that she's hoping that he's going to be that guy at some point.
Well, do you wonder though if TLC is not showing that part to us, like the affection and stuff like
it's
that?
Possible. I mean, but look
because
what
I've
he was
seen
hugging
that
her
in the
on the
past
beach.
where, you know, other couples who are, by the way, doing excellent, they didn't show a lot of affection on the show,
right?
That we saw.
Okay.
And here's the other thing too, and I don't know if y'all know this: when these people film for these shows, it's 12 hours a day, at least.
Gino hugging her on the beach after they made up is a absolute sign that he has zero knowledge of how to really be like that.
Yeah, it was awkward.
And he was like patting her a little bit, and it wasn't even like that full embrace, bring you in kind of hug. I'm so sorry. I'm going to like engulf you in my body. It was like this kind of like, okay, I'm really sorry.
It was like meeting some stranger on the street and giving them a hug and patting them on the back.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Let me give you a hug. Pat.
No, it was even worse than that, Susie. It was hugging the person that you really don't like, but you know that they really like you a lot, but you don't want to give the wrong signal. Okay, we're gonna hug now, but I don't want you to.
Yeah, you're right. And
yes.
MGT is right. We don't get to see that much of a big, you know, it's just like, I don't know if y'all know this, and I'll just go ahead and put it out there now. For the 1,000-pound best friends, they go live after their shows on Monday, and they tell you the things that they're not shown.
Right.
And they say, you know, well, they do a lot of recording. They record us for however many hours, and they're like, oh my gosh, they left this out and they left that out, and they tell you, which is kind of cool. I like that. I wish honestly, I wish all these people could do that. I'm kind of surprised that they can get away with that, but maybe there's something in their clause that says, you know, they can talk about what wasn't shown as long as they're not breaking their NDA. I don't guess it matters.
Yeah.
But so apparently when he goes off, because, you know, they went into by the way, this beautiful, beautiful room that they're in. And he's like, she's going to nap and he's going to go see the sights, you know, the town. And she's like, now, what do you need to bring me? Evidence and reports.
Evidence and reports.
I was like, holy hell, he is a whipped little sucker.
He's like, okay. You know what? One of my favorite things, though, this is how you know that Jasmine is like, I am going to make you suffer, because they got to that beautiful hotel and all of their luggage was at the bottom of the stairs. And she's like, and you get the luggage. And she just walked right up the stairs.
He's like walking around looking for an elevator.
And they're like, the elevator's broken. And he's like, oh man, I got to carry all these bags. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
They have an elevator there.
No, you sent around my booby shots. You will now be carrying luggage for the rest of your life.
You are responsible for everything I tell you to do from now until hell freezes over.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
Oh, and here he is. He is taking a picture and sending the evidence that he is out in the city.
Yep. Here's my reporter.
Lord help me. Now, let me tell you something. I like Jasmine and stuff. I think she's an interesting person. But if I had to do this every time I went somewhere, I'd be like, oh, hell no. You got my location sharing. Look at where I'm at and shut the hell up. Sorry. And I know he's, you know, eccentric, but still, that's too much.
An eccentric weirdo, not just eccentric.
Yeah, exactly. He wants to be, yes, she does want to be a literal queen. And Gino is the commoner.
And Gino's the commoner. That is like Larissa. I am the queen, and all who do not listen will fall. And I was like, oh, Larissa.
I remember Larissa. Oh, but look at what Gino went to buy.
I wanted to crawl through the television and punch him in the face.
Because the $900 one was too much?
Come on.
Are you kidding me, dude? Most men, I'm sorry, dude. Most men spend way more. And I get it. It's not about the money that he is spending on her. I understand that. But you have all these lavish hotels you're staying, which may be why he had to buy the $270 one. I don't know. But it seemed to me like he skimped a little on this one, and she's going to know it.
But you know what? With the hotels, I am sure that TLC picks up the cost of those hotels. Well, I am sure that because it's free promotion for the hotels. You have to get their permission that you're going to film and stuff.
That's true. They do that.
So I don't
know. She has a point. He is not working right now, but
he's not working.
He's got some money put back, girl, because he didn't get there with no way.
Exactly.
He might as well bought it at Walmart. That's true.
And he's got TLC money now. So I mean, he is working because he's getting a paycheck from TLC.
Exactly.
I feel like if you have the rings out and you look at one and you go, this is one that I know she's really going to love. This is it. And they say it's $900 and he's charging it on his credit card anyway. Cause he asked, do you take credit? He immediately was like, well, what about these two over here? Oh yeah, that's more like it. Like $270. She's going to be really upset that, it's on national television that you liked this $900 ring, but you were too cheap to get it. And he even said, I know that people spend thousands of dollars, $2,000-$3,000 on rings.
You are probably right about that, where she said, I thought they paid, but had to reimburse. I think she's right.
So they might, right. So, but
because it probably depends on whether or not they hold up their end of the bargain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If they don't screw up the NDA and they don't mess it up, that probably is part of it.
Right.
That Jasmine will give it back. I'm kind of expecting that, to be honest, Annie. I'm kind of expecting her to just be like, no.
That is the reason why he went and picked out the ring without her. Because he knows that if they would have gone to the jewelry store and he would have been like
the most expensive, yeah,
and would have said, oh, let's just go look at rings. Anything that would have been under $1,000, she would not have wanted.
I agree. I think you're right. Yeah. I mean, this is Jasmine we're talking about. She is the queen.
Right.
Don't question the queen.
Do not question the queen.
Wait, what was it that Larissa said? She who something, the queen must die.
I just said it. To those who question the queen shall die. That's what she said when she was standing on the stairs. And she
I thought it was something a little different, but it's pretty close.
It's something like that. Yeah, it's something like that.
I think you're close.
Yeah.
That's symbolic of the show because, to be honest, the other one that I really, really remember is Amphisa. I want my red makeup bag. I think there's even shirts and cups and all kinds of crap out there with I want my red makeup bag. Like she was just wow. Like hello, get the fucking makeup bag.
All right. Get the makeup bag.
Boy. Jasmine got pissed. Yes. She got pissed about her toothbrush and then she planned a nice big vacation. She made up for it.
She made up for that toothbrush.
She made up for it. That toothbrush cost him a lot of money.
I know.
Let's just say that. Oh Lord, I have a next couple coming up. Which one do you think?
So how do we think that it's going to go when they meet Mom?
I don't know. He shares some really good pictures of them together, and so does she. Now, a picture sometimes doesn't really tell us much, but
right.
For some reason, I have a feeling they might still be together. However, did y'all see? And I posted it on my 90-day page. She just said 2 days ago on her page, on her story. I'm not lying. Came straight from her. She's going to start an OnlyFans. Like, well, none of us saw that one coming. Hold on. You didn't want your boobs sent out to other women, but you're going to get out there just straight and naked for all these other people that you don't know, which she didn't know that person either, but like, apparently it didn't bother her too bad. So,
Right. Exactly.
So we'll see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
They all seem to go straight to OnlyFans.
They always do.
I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
My birthday is this month, and I think I'm getting a freaking chair.
No, not a chair.
MTT, but everybody needs a new chair.
I hope it's a bedazzled chair, because that just doesn't seem right.
I have a full cart on Amazon of ideas and chairs at one. Hello. Okay, MTT, you need to do an unveiling, an unboxing of your birthday gift on your channel.
I got 99 gifts and a chair ain't one.
Yeah, MTT's channel. Y'all be sure to follow her, because when she does her unveiling of her nice birthday gift, I expect to see a chair.
Not be a chair.
Well, it might be a chair. It sounds like it's going to be a chair.
Oh no,
Lordy! Oh, this next couple. Who do you think I'm thinking of?
It's gonna be a goddamn chair.
Is that what she said? Hold on. Well, I hope it's a really nice one. Maybe it's the best chair ever. Maybe it's a throne.
I hope it vibrates. I hope it's a vibrating chair.
I'm not allowed to complain.
I'm not allowed to complain about my chair. You have every right to complain if you got a chair for your birthday. Every right.
Yep, that's bad. When I gave birth to my first daughter, granted, it was 10 days before Christmas. Guess what my gift was? I got a brand new vacuum cleaner.
Oh, no.
I had a hellacious C-section, and I was like, really?
No, that's not a good gift.
Diamonds.
Yep.
Push gift is like diamonds.
Diamonds, yes.
Stupid vacuum cleaner.
Not a vacuum.
I hate men. It's so dumb.
I got a bomb in a bucket. Oh, Jesus. That is horrible.
Oh, it sounds like we need to have a live about bad gifts.
I got a mop and a bucket. Oh my God.
Don't laugh at my vacuum cleaner, girl. You're getting a chair.
My husband would have been mopping
a mop and a bucket.
With the mop that was shoved up his ass. I would have been, here's your damn mop. And now you get to mop up the mess.
Here he goes to the emergency room. The anal mop. What we got going on?
It's going to be an episode of Stuck.
So he might get a little bit of that African experience, huh?
Oh
but with
God,
the
my
mop.
husband would get a chair up to my that's what it said.
Oh, Lord. I cannot. Okay, Lord have mercy. Do y'all want to talk about the realest couple? Yes, I know that's not a really word. Y'all want to talk about the most real couple ever on 90 Day Fiance?
Sure.
I'm talking about this blows my mind how real they are. Because
amazing.
I can't. I'm just like, wow, really? We're gonna go with this one.
So real.
Are you kidding me, dude? Okay. First of all, I understand the bronzer, fine, because he's real pale. Go with the bronzer. But you didn't think, oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't know you had an MUA. even productions like, what is an MUA? It's his makeup artist, y'all. Ben has a makeup artist.
Oh no.
Okay, and the makeup artist gave him some sparkly bronzer.
Put the stripper bronzer on instead of. She's like, "Ooh, wrong makeup bag." That was for the stripper that I was prepping for the night. He's like, "Are those sparkles?" Like, I didn't know you had glitter and sparkles in it. So wish he would have put it on his face.
He knows better than to be giving shit like that for the birthdays. Yeah, it's Williams. It's Williams too. Here we go. Except for there's actually people here. There's two of
Right.
people, male and female. So there is that.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
but oh my God, this girl. Okay. I'm sorry, honey. I thought that Ben was strange until I watched this episode, and I'm like, hold on. Okay, so she's not a large man sitting around eating bonbons or whatever. She is female and she is young, apparently younger than we thought. But even Ben is picking up on some of this stuff. And that's why I wonder if this is the whole setup because. Okay, this kind of blew my mind too, where he goes, I've got to do like the best job I've ever done at charming parents. Okay, you are a parent.
You are a parent.
You are a parent to a child almost the same age as the girl you're trying to date.
Right. Yeah. I don't even know what to say, man.
My thought on that, it would be put yourself in that father's shoes because you can literally. And just think of it. Do you want your 22-year-old daughter dating someone in their 50s? Think about it, Ben. Think about it long and hard. I can't with this dude. I just can't. I hate the show has turned to people. Yeah, I agree, MTT. I'm afraid.
Things that have come out of his mouth just make me cringe thinking about my children. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I just look, if you meet somebody who's 20 and you're in your 50s, go for it. But like the whole kind of facade around this whole storyline and him, I keep on looking at him and wanting to scream, you are not in your 20s. But you in your mind keep acting like you are 20. You're not.
Right.
Like, be a grown up and think about your own daughter. Like, you're creeping me out. Creeping me out, dude. Creeping me out.
This was a pretty spot, but then you have them like, they're giving this like fake hug to each other, which was okay. That was weird.
Well, because she's just like, oh, hey. All right. And she's like, she was walking up and she's going, and scene. I can get through this. And scene.
This face sort of says it all. This is, I think we start to see a little bit of something in her that's not quite right. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking up for Ben, y'all. I'm not doing it. But I did not realize that she least exciting couple next. Don't worry. We'll make this one really short, Annie. My oldest is dating someone a lot older than her, but not that large of a gap. Okay, gotcha. Well, so they're talking, not really saying much, to be honest. Oh, whoops, already did that one. Okay, wait, this is where they're in the house. Hold on, they walk.
Yeah, they're getting to the house and the apartment. A gorgeous apartment and a beautiful
all of this is the apartment, apparently. Yeah, because they're walking through it, and he goes. The first thing that came to my mind was bunk beds.
Yep. Why?
He said the same thing, and I was like, "Wait, this is weird. Why would you? You don't have children. Why do you have bunk beds?"
Right.
She's like, "Oh, in case you have guests come over and da da da." And I'm thinking,
I saw this, and I'm going to tell you, Susie, the very first thing I thought of, Airbnb. That's because I swear almost every Airbnb has bunk beds.
I bet you are spot on.
Because, it's a rental. It's a short-term rental. It's obviously in a very beautiful area, which I'm sure it's probably even touristy a bit. The apartment is amazing. And I was thinking, I thought this girl lived in with her parents and not a great neighborhood. And I mean, and I know there wasn't anything that she said that she didn't live in a great neighborhood, but just in my mind, it wasn't what I expected when he went to the area where her apartment was.
Well, clearly there's a lot of inconsistencies on both sides of their stories, but this started blowing my mind where he was in there looking and he's all, oh, who surfs? And she's like, I don't know. You kind of like, I don't even know why it's here.
Yeah, it's just something I picked up. And here's all the games that we can play tonight.
The games we can play, which he was like, okay. And here's where he starts questioning her, which I find kind of interesting because he's like, something here just doesn't. Something stinks. Something's
Yes.
fishy.
Yes.
Yep, Airbnb. She said the same thing.
Yep.
Yep, spot on. So he starts questioning her. Yeah, that I noticed too. He could tell she was not familiar with that apartment.
Right.
Okay, if you live there, you're gonna know what everything is, where everything is, and why it's there and whatnot. You're just
And
gonna know.
can I also point out the bedroom, her bedroom? What 22-year-old girl has a bedroom that does not have shit all over the nightstand,
Exactly.
shit all over the dresser?
I noticed that too.
You're going to have like a hamper in the corner because you've collected all of your, you tried to clean up your room. You're going to have makeup in the bathroom.
There was nothing. There was just a bed with a comforter and some pillows, and that's
not even a picture on the wall. And I was like, this apartment does not match her personality at all.
Well, she doesn't have much of one, but I mean,
right. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll give you that one.
Trendy. When you see her, she's dressed very trendy. Her hair's done, and you would think that you would walk into her apartment and there would be pictures on the wall and fuzzy things and pretty pillows on the couch, and I was like, this is not her place.
No,
that I absolutely.
No, I absolutely question it too. And here's Mr. Wow, light bulb went off, and he said, "Mahogany's not telling the truth about her living situation." Well, you think?
Yeah, right. Yep.
Okay, and then the parents come in, and oh my God, when you think it can't get any more awkward, it does. It does. The parents are like, they have doubts. Well, I'm pretty sure everybody watching this show right now has doubts. Not just about her either.
Not just about her. Sides. I kept looking at these two Susie, and I was going, do I see her? Like, when I look at them, do I see her in them? Or are these just two other strategic actors that they hired?
Well, I'm wondering the same, but she does favor the mother a little bit.
Yes, she does.
So if they're not her parents, then they did a good job of casting, I will say, the parents, because she does look like the mom.
Right. Exactly.
This is where it gets interesting. And Ben, you thought she was older, and then isn't she the one that breaks the whole 22?
Yep.
Despite her age of 22 years. Okay, now she has said time and time again, even when he said, you know what, I celebrated her 24th birthday, I sent her a happy 24th birthday, blah, 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 blah. She never corrected him. Like, hello, why lie about your damn age? You're already young. What difference does it make?
Right.
If she was a model, she'd have pics all over the place.
Yep.
But was she supposedly a model though? Because I'm not seeing. I'm sorry, not to be unkind, but I don't think she. To me, she doesn't have a model look.
No, she's an actress.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what she is.
She said model.
We have old Pops over here. He looks
giving him the stink eye.
You made a mistake? Question mark. Yeah, it must have been in the translation. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't care what language you speak. 22 and 24 don't sound anything alike.
Stink eye.
Yeah. Nothing about it. The whole thing stinks. I don't know what the hell TLC is trying to pull with us here, but I don't like it.
Right.
I'll be honest. TLC's pulling this shit. I'm not buying any of it. And then he goes, the house isn't her house, definitely. And he actually asked to get up and leave early.
Wait, right. So that's what I guess. So it was, he decided to leave because I thought that they had an evening planned. Remember, she was like, look, here are the games that we can play later when you hang out here. So I like it, when he got up to leave and was like, something's not right here, something's off. I was trying to think, I'm like, are you figuring that TLC pulled one over on you? Or is it that TLC didn't really know, but TLC obviously had been talking with her. And, I mean, you don't just show up with a camera crew at some random apartment.
Right.
So I was like, I can't figure this out if TLC didn't bring Ben in on the, oh, by the way, you've been catfished all this time. We found somebody who kind of resembles her, and now this is going to be the made up storyline.
You know, the funny part is she really doesn't even resemble her.
She doesn't. But you've seen but there's a lot of filters that can change the shape.
Yeah, there are a lot of filters, but
like
I mean,
but
I just don't. I'm not buying that.
The girl in those photos, and we've seen the other photos
there you go.
before.
MTT said it right there. Right.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. But we've even in earlier episodes, we've taken pictures and said this isn't even the same girl. Like you can, and actually, when he was there with his friends and he was showing his friends the pictures, I even think that his female friend said, this doesn't even look like the same person. Right. Are you sure that you're not getting catfished?
Well, you're right, ma'am, TT. She could have gained weight, but it's still, I don't know. I'm not buying that was ever her.
Yeah,
I don't think those original pictures that was ever her.
I can't figure it out. I don't know what's going on. I can't figure out if this is a big joke on Ben. I really kind of feel like Ben's reaction in tonight's episode leads me to believe he is not in on the joke, because he did seem genuinely.
He did seem very shocked by a lot of things. He was kind of like,
was like, WTF? This is her apartment. Am I getting ready to get mugged?
And we all figured out that Ben. That Ben is not that great of an actor. And that's what leads me to believe that you're absolutely spot on with that. I think that I think TLC did him dirty. He didn't know about it till he gets there and he's like, wait. Yeah. None of this makes any sense to me. None of it adds up.
Yeah. I think that TLC was burned with the David and Lana story. And I think that when they quickly realized that there was no Mahogany, that they had to come up with a Mahogany. And we've all seen that there is definitely a tape of her on her.
It's not happening again. And I don't know. Did you see the other day, Dom did an interview with David from David and Lana.
Yes.
This guy is still like goo goo gaga over Lana. Like, are you kidding me, dude? Like, this girl doesn't even act like she wants to be near you. You need to just like go on with Amira and have your fun.
Yes.
Which he denied that as well, and I'm not buying it. I don't buy anything that guy says. He's not a good liar either.
No.
Not a good liar. He's like one of those teenagers.
Yes. So this will be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, and
when TLC lets him in,
when they're you mean what's not going to happen? We know what's not going to happen.
Well, there were pictures that were released by somebody who saw them in a mall.
Yeah, in a mall.
But that doesn't necessarily mean they're together either. That could have,
and it could have been that they were friends or whatever. And while he was there, because we don't know when they were taken.
Right.
So that's a possibility too.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not buying it.
Wouldn't this be a great plot twist? TLC sets this all up. Mahogany never really existed. They bring in this young actress who, by the way, speaks English. I don't know. Again, like in this episode, I was like, "You're speaking in English. You made him. He
speaks better English than I do sometimes." Yeah, and also, did you notice that she has a really hard time? She'll speak Spanish and then she'll just switch right over to English.
Right.
Like it's nothing.
Well, remember I was telling you that with my husband being native Spanish speaking.
Right.
You know, a lot of times in his family, when I'm around his family, they'll start off in English, but then they switch because that's what the default is to speak Spanish.
They're comfortable.
Exactly. And so I really have bon watching really carefully, but wouldn't this be a big, huge plot twist? This was all made up. Ben was never in on the joke. But then they actually met on the set of TLC. He now gets into the joke, but actually he and Mahogany, I'm going to say her real name is probably Christina.
Yeah, I question the name too.
I don't even think her name is Mahogany. I bet her name is, Melissa M. Her name is Melissa. And Ben and Melissa actually start dating. of a product of actually meeting on a show that probably should have been called Impractical Jokers when it came to Ben.
In my opinion, and I don't know about you, does she look older than 22?
She does look older than 22.
Significantly older.
Yes.
Like maybe in her late 20s.
Yes. Which would be the reason why she would be so mature for her age that he keeps saying. But I don't know if mom.
Do we know if mom and dad are even? What if they're not even like mom and dad? And they don't even know this girl.
Well, that's what MTT and she had agreed with. Like we were trying to figure out could they actually be?
Literally, nobody knows anybody. This is not her house. Like, where does she really live? Who are her real parents? Like, how old is she? TLC, stop playing games. Stop it. Stop it. Because I don't like it. 30.
I don't know. The look on her face when the mom said she was 22, she was like shit.
She's like, oh, I got
and she's just looking at him and he's like 22 and she's like, yeah. I'm 22.
You knew that. Do you remember she said
you don't know how old I am? And he's like, oh, I know how old you are. I have it in a text message. Let me scroll up. Because I haven't deleted any of my text messages. Well, let me get through that really long. We're on a train and I'm dancing and we met.
I love how much you're scrolling.
Right. Here's the 500 text messages when I landed going, are you here? Are you coming? Where are you? Oh, look, there you are. Happy 21st birthday.
Mad scrolling. Mad scrolling going on next to me over here. I absolutely agree. Okay, well, the couple, they might end up together based on the fact that TLC comes out.
I got the proof. I got the receipts, bitch.
Watch Williams and his woman be like the best and only couple who end up together.
It turned out being Williams.
Plot twist. They're going to be the only couple still together.
It's going to be the only ones.
She'll be flying over here to the United States of America and be like, whoa.
Oh my God. Mind blown.
Jesus. Oh my gosh. We have 2 more couples.
All right. Who's next?
Oh my goodness. Hamza, you poor dear. I kind of feel bad for him a little bit.
A little? I feel a lot bad for him.
I feel like he has been, I don't know. I understand him not, I got the proof. I understand him, not being down with the whole like prenup and stuff like that. But I don't think he really fully understands why. And if she just springs it on him. Or hell, for all we know, TLC, they could have been talking about that for 3 days. And they put it in 3 whole minutes. Who knows?
Right.
But he seems like a really nice guy.
Man, this dude needs to run.
Like
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but his mother is right. They're rushing into things. I don't care if you have had an online relationship for a year and you guys think that you are the most perfect couple like in the world. Meeting each other for the first time and only spending 2 weeks, you don't really know what it's like to even be with them in person.
Exactly. You don't have that experience of living with them, being around them, just on a phone call or just video chats or whatever. You do not get to know a person that way.
And I don't understand why she is so insistent and rushing into having to get married there.
I think she would be hesitant.
I would think that she would be hesitant. I don't get
Natalie says she's not in love with him. You know what, Natalie? I kind of see that a little bit too. It's almost like she has made this bet with herself that, you know what? I'm going to make this guy marry me, come hell or high water.
Maybe she's also, because clearly this whole thing with her breakdown and having to go and spend 4 days at her husband's, like she obviously puts a lot of pressure on herself to meet her goals and her deadlines. And I am just wondering if in her mind,
too, MTT,
I need to be married by when I turn this age. I need to be married. I need to do this. I need to do that. And I don't get it. I just don't understand why it's before the 90 days.
Right.
You've got time. It's not like you can't wait another month or 2 or 3 or do another trip or even see if he
Well,
thinks he
see,
can
I think
afford
she's
to.
not wanting to do the K1 visa though. She's wanting to do the other. I forget the name of it, but
But you could do the spousal visa still
spousal. Yeah,
a month later, or 2 months later or 3
that's
months
true.
later.
But I mean, that would require her to make another trip out there and have
Yeah.
sitters for her kid. I don't know. I'm not taking up for her because there's something about her that bothers me badly. And
I
yes, you're right. You're very right, Annie. She is very controlling. It's like it's a lot.
It's a lot. I feel really bad for him, and I wish that she would give him like the respect that he deserves, because in his country, the men are respected. It should be a mutual respect, and I feel like
Well,
he's constantly
she should
telling
know
him
that. You have to
right,
look up that information and find those things out before you go to another country like this. Like you need to know what the boundaries are there because
right,
you have to abide by them.
right.
But she's kind of giving him an ultimatum right here. Like,
Oh
if you don't want to marry me,
yeah, then we're done.
we're done. We're not going to have a relationship. And here's where
Mm-hmm.
she's telling him that she stayed with the ex for 4 days,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing happened sexually. Which, to be honest, after she had kind of explained what happened and took
Mm-hmm.
the cameras off, I think maybe she might be telling the truth on that one.
Julie,
Oh crap! What did Julie say? So does she need a reality check that there's a possibility that she will be 51 with 6 cats?
and one of them's going to be named Doug. Yeah, Doug. Yeah,
Yeah, Doug.
yeah. Buckaroo Doug.
Oh my god.
Julie.
Maybe she has looked into her future and seen that. She's like, oh, hell no, I'm about to change this shit right now.
And changes it right now.
We're going to turn this ship around and something else is going to happen because I can't be 51 with 6 cats. Not to say that there's a problem with that because you know
There's
what?
nothing wrong with being 51 and having 6 cats. Doug, yeah. Doug.
Well, I mean, as long as you're healthy and
And
happy and whatnot.
divorce under her belt. Julie wants a divorce so bad.
Whoopsie. Yeah, I meant to go to this one. Okay, so this is where she tells her secret after she stayed with the ex hubby and why she stayed with him. And I thought, wait, why is she taking off of her all of her stuff, like her mic and everything? And mic is gone. I mean, we heard nothing.
I don't buy it. I'm just gonna say publicly for the record.
Made this up. And how's he gonna find out this information, right?
I don't buy it. I don't see that you failing your state. Now, obviously, you're failing your state board.
Oh,
Yes.
Good point, Annie. Good point.
Yes.
I wonder too.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you can, I mean, I get it. Maybe again, being a perfectionist or whatever, and she's like embarrassed that she failed the first time, but I mean, did she lie to other people and tell them that she passed and it's a big secret?
I don't know.
But then she comes on camera and she says on camera that it was because she failed her state board. I just don't buy it. Like, why would you come out after you told him that was the reason why? You would have just said it at the very beginning. I don't think
MTT. Hold on, let's see what she probably gave him sexy time in the room to shut his mouth. I don't think that's what was happening. Actually, I think MTT might be a little bit more on course here because that's a possibility.
Well, she did say that if it weren't for the fact that she went to his house, she would have been in a very bad place.
Yeah, she did say that.
Right.
And she seemed very sincere. Now I could be wrong, but she really seemed sincere.
I don't know.
So I think something took place. Was it that? I'm not sure, but something.
I don't know. I don't know.
Something definitely happened.
I don't know because she told him and then she came right out of the room and then she tells everybody in the country.
Yeah, which makes no sense. If you really wanted to keep it such a big, unless TLC said, look, you got to give us something here as to why you did that.
Right.
I don't know. But, she does come off as very insecure and needy and that she has to have someone in her life. I got that from day one.
Oh yes, 100%.
I never questioned that. However, like, you can't force this guy to marry you. Y'all don't even speak the same language. How are they gonna? Well, I tell you who's done really well with that is Anna and Marcel. They're expecting a baby.
Oh yeah.
So clearly, you don't want to speak the same language. You just gotta be able to have the sexy time.
Well, and Hazen is definitely, as the episodes have progressed, you can see that he's also understanding more English and speaking more English.
Yeah,
So
I know.
I
I have
don't
noticed that.
know if in the beginning, if they said, "Hey, remember you don't speak English," and maybe he played down the amount of English that he understood and could speak, because we're like what, 6 episodes in, and now she's talking to him in English. He understands. He kind of actually responds to her, and it's only when they have to have those difficult conversations or where she needs to give a lot more explanation that they're using the translator app.
Right. Well, I mean, excuse me.
Look, after Ben and Mahogany, and anything, to be honest.
Pardon me. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I did like that the mother stepped in and tried to say, don't rush into things. She's trying to tell him, like, don't rush.
Right.
Because he's already said, well, because he told her while they were in the bedroom, well, I don't think we're ready to get married, which
Yeah.
I actually think was very smart on his part. Even though he's younger, he is showing more maturity than she is, which I don't understand it.
And this is now the second time he has told his mom that he's having doubts. Second time.
And I can tell you right now, Mama knows best. And Mama's like, if you're doubting it, you probably shouldn't do it.
I do think that he loves her. I do think that he loves Memphis.
Yeah,
I think that he loves the idea of going to the States, getting a job, and being able to help his mom and his sister out, more than being invested. I think that in his mind, I'll deal with the disrespect. I'll deal with, all of her stipulations of us getting married. I'll deal with all of that. My concern is what's going to happen if they do get married. He comes to the States because, there's a lot of the couples, we've seen a lot of the couples on 90 Day Fiance where the spouse gets very angry because the other spouse is like, yes, I made $600, but 300 of it, I want to go and I want to send back home to help my family. And they're like, no, we have a water bill and we need to pay the water bill and we need that $300.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see how that kind of goes.
That was a big problem with Chantel and
and Pedro. That was a big thing that he wanted to be able to help his mother and his sister.
Had some knockdown, drag out fights over that.
Right. They really did. They really did. And David and Annie, they helped out Annie's family. And I know that he still owed the dowry, but
I think that's sort of expected, and I think maybe it might be expected in all these countries. Maybe that's just the way that they think.
As well as Wallow and
Asuelo and Kalani. Oh God.
And Kalani. Remember, that was Mama came over and she's like, I need to get paid.
Give me the money.
Where's my money?
Give me the money.
You need to send me money. And she was like, ain't happening. We got 2 babies. And I don't care what your culture is. This is the way the United States
thank goodness Kalani stood up for herself. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think she.
And I'm happy to see that things kind of calm down in their relationship, and they see.
You think MTT that he's just like really ready to come here? Is that what you think? Because I mean, I know everybody. I like everybody else's opinions. In his culture, he has to take care of his mom and sister since he's like that is true.
Yes,
that is very true.
And it doesn't matter where he lives.
Exactly.
He still has to take care of her. I agree with MTT.
What do you think about the rumors that they actually did get married and that she ended up having a baby?
I don't know. I cannot find anything. I have looked. I have Googled. you know.
And girl, I picked through her photos with a fine tooth comb, and I don't see anything looks like.
Well, you're not. I don't think that she's going to post anything on Instagram. It's more or less. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be like that off picture of, you know, remember with Love After Lockup where somebody caught, oh my God, what's his name? Weirdo that's got the kids, and remember, she's pregnant. They caught a picture of them standing in line, and she was pregnant. I can't remember.
Oh, you're thinking of Christiana and
no, not Christiana. No, that was Christiana and John in Vegas.
The redheaded girl.
Yes, the redheaded girl.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of her name.
Yes, where
but yeah,
it was like this big. But that was actually something that came out in a small. You know, somebody posted it on their Facebook. Yeah. That ended up getting picked up by like a small little, you know, tabloid thing online. It wasn't really circulated big because I'm sure that TLC and WeTV monitor that stuff and very quickly have images and things like that removed. But
Spinster BC.
Go kiss all your cats.
She literally just went and changed her name right in the middle of this. Julie, I have mad respect for you because I don't even know how to do that. You go hang out with your 6 kitty cats. And,
oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Christine.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going? Good night, Julie. Or should I say Spinster BC Canadia?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I don't know. I got to tell you this. I don't know. I don't know if that really happened. I don't know if they're still together. I really hope that they're not, but
this is one I have no clue about. But the next one, pretty sure I know what happens here.
Oh, this bitch.
Oh, wait, and I hope you're not talking about him.
No, well, a little bit. I'm a little bit. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of Mike hating tonight, just a little.
Well, because I think there were some things brought out that I wasn't even aware of on both sides, but I do have to agree. Show me that she really does want to marry me. I don't think she wants to marry you at all, Mike.
Nope.
Nope. Not even a little bit.
Not even a little
bit. I don't think she wanted to say yes at that proposal.
Nope.
Like this girl, her language, her body language, and her facial expressions tell me every single thing I need to know about this girl.
I think that when he first got there, she was, because you remember when she got him at the airport, because she picked him up at the airport. She was absolutely so happy to see him.
Sorry, my picture's
He was just thrilled. She brought him home. Here's my family. Let's just, my boys, we're going to do stuff. I think that all of his little idiosyncrasies that when he was there really came to light. And it turned into, I'm hearing a really bad echo. And then it turned into this is going to be good for my kids. What?
Sally Mae says she saw an interview where he spent close to $15,000 on her and he only met her in 2020. Holy shit.
Absolutely. Remember, he was paying her rent. He gave her all appliances. He was giving her money, spending money. He was taking care of her entire family.
Right. Well, and Annie, what you just said is true. She was happy to see him because he pays her bills. But that second time around, no.
She was not happy to see him.
She did not even want him there. I'm like, why? What happened? And he even said the same thing. There was a shift between the first visit and the second one. Dude, it's because A, she had some other plans when you got there. And B, she had other plans when you got there.
Yeah.
And they didn't involve you.
They did not involve her. Not at all.
Not even close.
No.
So to make it all better, he's going to take her to go try on wedding dresses because this just might help her, see what she would be missing out on. I mean,
just pissed her off even more.
Yeah, and you know she does look really pretty in that dress, but you can tell that she's not. She's not. She's this is not. She's not into it.
Well, what she said on the way to the shop was, I want, it is not for the man to come with the bride to pick out a gown. And I want my mother and sister here, and they're not available, but yet he insisted that they go to a wedding shop and for her to pick out a dress. Well, I get it with her. I would be like,
I understood that too.
yeah. I'm like, no, this is a special moment with my family, with my mom and my sister and whoever's going to be in the wedding. So why would I bring them? But it's interesting though, because there was a picture that was released of her in a wedding dress with her bridesmaids, but they were at a dress shop. So I don't know if this was.
I agree with you, Annie.
I don't know if this was before that picture was taken or after, because I don't know. Like that, it's very odd because she clearly went to a boutique, put on a wedding gown, had the bridesmaids behind her in the colors that she would want in the dresses. They all fit them all perfectly, and they had like 6 of them. That's like, you don't go to the store and pull 6 of the same dress off the rack in all of their sizes. So I don't know if there was actually a plan to get married and they ordered dresses and everything else, but that picture really threw me off.
Wait, where did you see that picture?
That picture was like not sarcasm, but one of those not in touch. I'll have to go back and I'll have to scroll. I sent it to you. It was a link.
Did you? Damn. I am so bad about not opening up stuff. I felt bad for the kids. Yeah. The kids are, they're in all honesty, like I'm really concerned about them. When they sit down to start talking, this did bother me. Yes, I understand that he is being a bit pushy, but you can't go, if you don't want to give me the money for my operation, I'm not picking out a wedding dress. There's no wedding dress.
Then I guess you're just
upset. There's no wedding dress. And he said, if there's no wedding dress, there's no wedding. Well, yeah, they kind of go hand in hand. So she is obsessed with this money that she needs to get these surgery that she wants. And it's like, she doesn't even mind asking him about it. Like, she has no problem with, she thinks she deserves it. It's like she thinks she earned it somehow. And like he's saying here, and it is true, the only thing that she seems to care about is her plastic surgery. I agree with him on that.
And that's what she said. The only thing I care about is my plastic surgery.
Oh, yeah. She straight up said it.
Yep.
Multiple times. Not even just once. She said it multiple times. That's TLC. I bet her lack of knowledge of kids are exploited for. Yeah. I don't like that. I'm trying to think of who it was. Oh, it was Jasmine. I will say this. The one thing I really liked that she did on this episode was that even though she's meeting with the mother and the sister, her children are not coming to meet Gino.
Nope.
And that's one of the very few times I was like, you know what? That I respect her for that, because you don't get your kids involved in something like this with a relationship with someone from another country. And next thing you know, they're video chatting and they're like, here's daddy. Well, no, that's not your daddy. That's not your daddy. So I don't like that.
Absolutely. She was like, I am not introducing my children to a man that I don't know if I'm going to be with him or not.
Oops, that's supposed to be towards the end.
Yeah. She and not him.
This was interesting. The fact that since he got there, the kids were sleeping in the bed with them. Okay, so that tells me, well, we already know that they haven't been intimate. He said it.
Right. And I was beginning to wonder, Susie, was this, because I am sure that the conversation about her plastic surgery probably came up even when they were out at the club, right? I'm sure she was like, are you going to pay for my surgery? Are you going to pay for my surgery? And then stayed out until 9 o'clock in the morning. And I don't know if I'm sure her attitude towards him would have been much different is if he got there and he's like, of course I'm going to pay for your surgery. She probably,
Amen.
it would have been complete. And I don't know, again, I do not think that she gives two shits about him. I don't believe it. I don't think that she loves him. I don't think that she wants to marry him.
Well, no,
But
I
I
mean,
am wondering if this is one of those classic girl, I'm not getting what I want. So now I'm going to be a total bitch to you so that now you're going to give in and give me what I want because you want the affection and you want this and you want that. And once you just say, I'll pay for it, you give me the money and you're here, then I'm going to be loving all over you. And I'm glad
right.
that Mike was like, no, 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 no. I mean, he's seeing her for what she is. I mean, that's,
Mm-hmm.
that's all it is. Is she seeing, I think he's finally seeing her, you know?
Yep. I thought this was sad though when she tells him, "You're weird."
Yeah.
Okay, if you don't like the guy and you don't want to be with him, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell him, I don't want to be with you, which I kind of think
Mm-hmm.
she eventually did. But why do you have to tell him he's weird? Because I get the feeling that he's already a little bit self-conscious anyway. I mean, he really hasn't had many girls, in his lifetime. All things considered, he's like what, 34?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But I think the weird here, Susie, because then what followed was the smothering. She was like, if I don't eat, you don't want to eat. If I go to bed, you want to go to bed. If I want to do this, you want to do this. If I don't like this, you don't like this.
I did catch a lot of that, and I was like, ugh, that's not a good. So what she's saying is he's a major clean. He's a clean
He
person.
is he is a level 5 clinger, 100%
Mm-hmm.
level 5 clinger.
And I'll tell you why I think he's a clinger, because he thinks that the harder he holds on to her, the more he'll be able to keep her. And what's happening is the absolute opposite. But he's not seeing it
Absolutely
that
agree.
way. He's not seeing
100%
it that
agree.
way though.
Nope. Total opposite.
Which is kind of sad because
Mm-hmm.
he is trying. He's trying to please her, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not working. Like this was to be honest. Yeah, she straight up says it right here. I don't want to get married yet.
And you can't,
And then she just straight up says, "I'm not in love with you." Because he says, "Do you?" He would ask her, "Do you even love me?" She goes, "I'm not in love with you." I was like, "Oh shit." That's about as real as you're going to get right there, because I will give her credit. She told exactly how she felt.
right. I was going to say,
I would
they,
rather her do that than lead him on and lead him on and lead him on. And then,
exactly.
get his hopes up about this whole marriage and whatnot. And
Yes,
then say, "Oh, well, I don't love you."
I
Isn't
agree.
it, isn't it better that she does it now rather than later when he's really, really, really in deep?
Right. And the thought that we had at one point with her was she just wants to get to America so that her and her family and her children can have a better life.
Exactly.
She's actually
Exactly.
choosing not to come to America and have a better life over I don't I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to be with somebody that I don't love and I don't care what that means.
I'm trying to figure out
You know,
what that white thing is behind her bed right there. And for a minute there, I thought it was a wedding veil,
oh
because
my
I could only see this part of it. I was just like, wait,
god.
did she buy the dress? No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I really, really feel for. I think this situation in itself it's kind of sad to me. It's
It
kind of
is.
sad.
It's sad, but I think that we kind of saw it coming. I think that we had a lot of hope at the very beginning. Susie, you and I were like, realist couple. She loves him. Finally, this is the true love story of this season.
Yeah, I see
We
now.
had
I see
Tim
now.
Armando in the past,
It is a dream catcher. She
and
only ever
now,
loved his money. Well, yes, and I think she at least gave it a try. I will give her that, but
yeah,
not because if you remember on the first episodes where he was there to visit the first time, she was very handsy and loving towards him, I thought.
When she took him to the airport for him to leave, she was crying.
Right. They were real tears. They were real tears.
Yeah.
So, like somebody said earlier, I don't know if it was Annie or Teresa or Mother Teresa, but from the time that he left and he came back, she had already met somebody, and that's what I think happened too.
Yeah, I think because the more that, like you had said, he started, he'd said in the last episode that he was starting to kind of see something was weird. She was starting to pull away. And then I'm sure that's what turned him into like the level 3 clinger or the level 5 clinger with her. What's going on? Why aren't you responding? Why aren't we talking as much as we used to and everything? And yeah, I think, we've already seen the other boyfriend picture. She's claiming that it was like pictures from a long time ago. The best friend, Mike's best friend, coming out and being like total bullshit, that she's a liar. She had Mike and that other dude at the same hotel and hotel rooms right next to each other, so
yeah,
it was, it's clear that she had moved on. But now that I look back, Susie, and I think about like the prior episodes, you could already see that there were things about him that she just was not sure that she was going to get past.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because the fact that she was so picky about the small things.
Right.
Yeah.
And good for her. The reality is like she was honest with him. Yeah. I don't like that you're messy. I don't like that you're this. I don't like that you're that.
I don't like that you fart on me.
I don't like that you fart on me. I'm sorry, but there's women that,
go outside and do that, mister.
Right. I look, there are some couples that are totally comfortable taking a shit right in front of each other, or whilst the other one's in the bathroom taking a shower. And then there are other women, there are other couples that they're like, this is my private space. I don't need to smell your farts. Please be respectful. I don't like this. And, he's, and we're like, she's also used to a totally different type of guy. And I think that she was like, you know what?
One of them was a hitman, for God's sake. And this guy's like a total...
right.
He's called the opposite. Complete opposite.
Yeah.
Yes, Annie, I agree. When she hesitated during that proposal, I was like, oh boy. Uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think
that was the most awkward proposal and acceptance I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was not good.
Yeah, it was, and we were, I will tell you, I was really hoping that it was just like one of those that TLC was capturing moments, the awkward moments, and putting them on TV and making it seem like it was like that. But really, it was more happy.
They're good at that.
Not the case at all. That's not the case.
However, if y'all look at my 90-day account, I don't know if it's even tagged in here. I'll tag it in the description down below. I did share, and I know y'all probably seen them out there, pictures of this new guy that she's supposedly with, and she's obviously having like a, hey Patricia, Patricia, right at the end. They're obviously having like looks like a FaceTime or something with each other.
Oh yeah, they had a video call that they were having.
And you can see that it's a newer picture because she got her boobs done.
She got her
boobs are done.
Well, and then there's also, I don't know if you saw too, but she actually had, this was all done in June. There's pictures that came out of that all this augmentation and everything, and her lipo happened in June of 2021.
Wow, has it been that long?
It has been that long. So all of those pictures that they were posting online, those were old pictures of them together. That wasn't even recent pictures.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this couple's not together.
You think? I follow Mike on 90 Day. He's been a couple of times now. He was live with whatchamacallit,
Jasmine. He was live with Jasmine once.
Yeah, and then he was live with who's in whatever Memphis's fiance, boyfriend, husband, ex. We're not really sure.
Hamza?
Yeah, Hamza. Yes, Hamza got to meet Grandpa, Mike's grandfather.
Wait, how did they even have this? How did they have
conversation? They were live on Instagram because he speaks more English than he leads on on the show.
You know what?
English.
I don't think I follow Hamza. I think I do on my 90-day, but not on my
Yeah,
regular.
yeah. So Mike's been going live a lot lately, so I don't know if he
I have
is
noticed
taking
that he went live
advantage.
at his place of employment or something like that with the cars and
Yes, yeah.
all that. I did see.
I don't know if he's taking advantage of the hey ladies, it's official. I'm on the market. I'm single and ready to mingle. So I don't know.
Although he does say on there, I'm not allowed to discuss the show, and we know that. And
He
people
does.
are still going to ask. Y'all can ask all you want, but look, TLC, man, their NDAs are pretty freaking harsh.
Yeah, he's not saying anything, but Susie, we all know they're not together. Like
we know they're not together, and he's
searching for a new wife.
He's putting himself out there. I say, do it, Mike.
Yep, he's totally.
We know she is putting herself out there. She'll be the next one on the OnlyFans. Watch and see.
I would not be surprised if she doesn't already have an OnlyFans.
I wouldn't either. Oh, we should go look.
We probably, maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe next week we have to have a list of all of the 90-day
like,
Love After Lockup.
Get on the Google.
Get on Google and get your list of everybody who's on there. I really hope Ben's on it.
I think our list of who's not on there might be a lot smaller.
It's probably going to be a lot shorter. Oh my God, that's really funny.
I thought this was a good episode, though. I mean, it was kind of up and down.
Yeah, we're coming down towards the end now, and so we're starting to get in some answers.
And he shared a picture from New York, and I was like, "Oop, tell all time," because you know when they start sharing those pictures from New York that they're doing the tell.
Well, that's where he works. He works in New York too.
Does he work in New York?
Yeah, he works in the city.
Yeah, but usually when I see that particular picture, it's tell all time.
It's tell all time because TLC said you're allowed to go and post this picture of New York.
They do it. They all do it, and then you'll start seeing all of them will start posting pictures from New York, and I'm like, tell all. Well, you know, they probably already recorded it. I suspect.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if she had her surgery in June, then the tell all definitely has already been taped.
Yeah. Wait, what did SM say? Can't remember which blogger it was, but they shared like a normal picture of her. Someone paid $5,000 for the picture. What? For a picture of who?
I hope that was they paid it off so she could pay off the loan shark and not Mike. I hope we find out.
Hold on. So this was for a picture of
her. It's a picture of her on like the table.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was like I'll go and I'll find it. I'm pretty sure that. That I sent it to you.
I thought. Paid $5. I thought that said 5,000. Hold on, I read that wrong. I was like, wait, what?
Someone paid $5,000. I thought it was $5,000.
I read it as 5,000. Clearly, I need to sleep.
Why would anybody pay $5 for a picture of her that's now all over the internet? Maybe he paid her $5. But then he sold it to In Touch for $5,000.
Could be. Anything's possible these days. I don't doubt anything at this point. Jeez.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
This has been a messy ass season. Like, come on, TLC, you gotta do better next time.
So messy. Yeah, it's been.
I wonder if they're ever gonna find actual real couples anymore, because this is getting. Amanda, a fan paid $5 standing outside.
Oh, I'll
have to message her about that. But yeah, I really would like to see actual real couples, and I just don't see it happen. Well, how are we going to have a 90-day fiance if we're having the 90-day fiance before the 90 days and literally nobody's together?
Exactly. There's no 90-day.
There is no 90-day fiance.
No, there's not going to be any 90-day.
Yeah, nothing. There's not going to be a 90-day fiance.
Not this one. Not from this season. There isn't.
This season, I don't see it happening.
They need to do a better job, because you know that there are so many people that actually go and they're writing into the show to get on the show. TLC, do better at picking your couples. Like, and no more 56-year-old men trying to get with 23-year-old girls.
Let's don't pick any people that have been in prison. Let's keep away. Right. This is not Love After Lockup.
Right.
Let's stay away from those. Let's stay away from the losers. Like, I'm sorry, Ben, but you're a loser, dude.
Right.
Like,
and it's crazy because even with this season, the big secrets, I've been keeping something from them.
not even big secrets.
Not even big secrets. I was like, this is not something that I would feel like I would have to keep this from somebody.
No.
Not a big reveal.
I don't foresee any of these people staying together, to be honest. I don't. Except for Ben and Mahogany. They're gonna get married. They're gonna get married, and I'm gonna be at their wedding.
I'm telling you, plot twist. They fell in love on TLC. That's it. That's what
I'm going to that wedding. I'm gonna crash that wedding. I'm telling you right now. I'll be like, I just had to see it with my own eyes.
Because none of us believe it. Don't believe it.
Wait, I had to see it.
Oh shit.
All right. Well, we will let y'all get back to what y'all are doing tonight. And we will be back soon. And I'm not going to say that we're going to do a skit soon because we are. But, this one over here isn't feeling so well. So we'll get there.
We'll get there.
We're going to have a fun weekend. You'll never know. I got some stuff brewing up here.
Stuff.
All right, everybody. Have a fabulous night.